To me, really deeply understanding something, a good way to put it is it's like spending a summer with it. At least a summer. For example, go spend a summer just using the levels adjustment in Photoshop. And just use that thing so much that your brain learns how to make these adjustments with the levels thing so intuitively that it's like the way that you speak, you don't have to manually think of saying each word. You just speak to communicate your idea on the fly. And then next summer, you spend it just working with the curves adjustment in Photoshop. And then you keep doing this. You keep stacking on these skills, and you become someone who has the competence to make an image always look great on purpose. And that's the difference too, right? Because you can fuck around and kind of get good results, but to have really good fundamentals is different. And the thing is, there isn't really a reason to prove that you have great fundamentals anymore. It doesn't actually get you much externally.
I think sometimes I think it's really imitating.
It's what?
That's how it means.
No. How can it have limits? You ever seen does math have limits? Does math have a limit? Can you say there's an end to math? Hell no. And jazz and music is math. There's no end to music. You like the cat. A cat wrote into downbeat. I'll never forget this. He said he was tired of playing the major scale. Now you know he's an idiot.
Very strong fundamentals.
Like, you could dismiss me as fucking crazy.
So transient and quick these days, right? What can you even convey in a 60-second TikTok that can't be perfectly surgically put together anyway?
People hear what I have to say and they dismiss.
And then even if you do convey strong fundamentals, is it necessary when we're already on to the next thing 5 minutes later? Do we really need to do that good a job of anything anymore? Like, why should you put that much energy into art if you know it's going to be replaced in a few days anyways, because things are just moving so quickly? But the answer to all these questions, where I'm like, is it even worth it, is it's only worth it if you want to pursue that, if you care. Because you're not going to get any more hoes or cash or worship for being an expert in curves and levels in Photoshop. In fact, most people won't have any idea that you possess this ability. You're not going to even be able to relate to people with that skill, right? You're going to be shopping for cereal and you'll see a cereal box and you'll want to adjust the midtones on the cover image. You can't explain that to someone. But the perk of us having this skill is that you're going to really understand in a meaningful way a part of what is going on when an image looks quote-unquote good or right or something.
I don't know why people think they're going to be tortured for fucking
If he
life.
thinks for 1 minute that he's played all the ways to play the major scale, he's a stupid fool. There's too many ways. With your instrument, you got about 2.5 octaves, or so many octaves. Most horns have 2.5 octaves. If you say all the combinations of 2.5 octaves, you'd have to say 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. My brother, when you get to 6, that you're already up to 120. Think about it. Or is that right? No, 4 is 24. No, 5 is 120. No, 6 is 720.
And welcome to the wonderful kingdom of Chazland.
It's not fun for me.
Kingdom built by one man and his immense power to build stuff. It's a great land indeed.
Styles before I die. One day I'm gonna fucking die, you know? And I can't,
Of course, a grand view of the giant sea of Chaz Castle. Castle Chaz.
Gunship feels in there like such a straight, such a different shit. In this video, you just have a very different love for how you explain yourself. You know about how you feel. It's that you fucking. It's kind of. But I've always wanted to make a video where I kind of tell you guys who I am realistically now. You can maybe get this from my videos, but this is who I am. I don't like the mystery. I think a lot of people thrive off of mystery. They thrive off of mysteries. I think a lot of people enjoy sort of but no, I'm stupid and I'm dumb in a lot of ways, and I want to do. I'm stupid and dumb. What am I trying to do? It's my life. I love. This is such a niche thing I care so much about. That will never matter. I care so much though, and I love it so much. More than anybody I know. Maybe Gunch. Maybe not more like Gunch. But I want to do other things in my life. So many things I want to do. I want to do this thing as well. So if I do this thing, it's not going to stop me from doing the other things. And if I do the other things, it's not going to stop me from doing this thing. You know, I'm going to die someday. And what if I don't have a kid? What if I don't, I mean, having kids, what if I don't fall in love again? What if it's all due? Yeah, I'm kind of falling love pilled. I know I don't look like it. But just like normal men, I fall victim to women and they kill me.
However, if you just want reactions, if you just want views, some worldly success, literally, this is my advice, just make things sexy. Bait with anime imagery, make everything more pornographic, because that will get attention. But if you want to make art, you have to do it because you want to, because you need to make something beautiful.
Good frag to a fucking blaze frag with this. Where is this frag? Oh, it's right here. This made me so happy that he hit a frag with me. It made me so excited. It's such a good frag too. It fits so well. It made me so happy to put him in my video, especially because he was like my friend, my perfect friend. It summed up the emotion that I had for me. Anyway, after this. ADHD or whatever. I don't have mental illness. I think I'm normal. But I'm a person and I do things that are dumb. A lot of the time I have foggy mind, right? My mind is super foggy, but then I get really locked in. I think that's just people. I think people have like weeks where you're foggy minded, right? And then you fucking lock the fuck in for like 3 days and you lose your fucking mind again and you come back and like, what the fuck? You know, smart people can be locked the fuck in all the time, but me, I can't do it. I'll just be boring. I'll be so fucking boring for just many weeks at a time.
Hello, everybody. Uh-oh, Monkey is here. And, welcome to my beautiful Minecraft world. Yeah, I've started playing Minecraft again. I've just been really enjoying older versions. I think I will continue. I think I'll have forever worlds in multiple versions. But I really do like working in alpha and beta. Just because it's quite interesting. It looks really nice. I think it's just really charming. I don't have any nostalgia for it, I guess. Just it's really cool. I have nostalgia for beta Minecraft. You know, when that first came out on the Xbox. That was very... But alpha, I don't know. It's nice and vibrant. And it's very simple. It's got a good gameplay. Anyways. I'm just gonna be digging. And probably talking about Counter-Strike. Because the more it goes on, the more saddened I get about Counter-Strike. There we go, iron. That's good. Bee hopping is gone for a short while. You know, I'm not really I'm a bit of a pessimist. I'm a bit of a critic. I'm a bit of a high critic. And Minecraft has a history of its fans being, oh, I don't want things to change. And Siege 2 is kind of having that, you know, stuff is going to change for the better or for the worst. And, you know, I guess it's fine. It's a bit scary though. You know, it's a small thing. It's just some video game, right? But, you know, a lot of people know that it's a lot more than that. All those frags, all those movies. They're freaking awesome. And to see that kind of, I don't know. The new animations, I'm not too afraid of that. I'm not I don't really care too much. I mean, I think they're kind of dumb, but you know, we're going to a new animation engine. Everything's gonna get transferred over. Maybe the game will feel a bit more fluid. But well, the music's nice. Turn that up. I just can't help but feel that, you know, it's such an okay, that's a little bit too much. I don't know. It sucks. Because I want to be doing all these cool things in Counter-Strike and hitting the cool kills and popping the guy in the head. It's like either like something's failing me. Am I failing me? Is my PC failing me? Is Counter-Strike failing me? You know, humans always gotta blame something. So I have to blame something. But that's not the, you know, life goes on type thing. That's the real look onto this Counter-Strike conundrum. It said, you know, you gotta live and let live, like the Souls of Mischief song would tell you. You gotta live and let live. Sorry. think I'll just have to take my journey through. I think I'm gonna go, you know, version up, version up, version up. You know, I loved 1.8 a lot, just because I played a lot of high pixel and stuff, and I watched Technoblade. And when I was little, I liked, you know, the betas, 1.5s and onwards, because that was Xbox 360 and shit. And Stampy Longnose, the goat, would be on that. Hello, everybody. My name is Stampy Longnose. Welcome to my lovely world. That shit was pretty. It's like, that's some awesome stuff. I just want to hit the cool kill. I just want to get the cool kill. Just want to get the cool kill in CS. That's kind of boring. You know, when you're just like fucking around and still get the kill because you're playing against noobs. You have to absolutely destroy. You have to absolutely. It's the destroying part of the frag that makes it cool. It's all just a bunch of fun and games. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Whatever is fun. But shit, it's fun to talk about it. I guess I am kind of new gen Counter-Strike. You know, I played TF2 a lot, but I played Counter-Strike. I don't know. My Steam extravaganza started in like 2020, and I was on console, like playing the Orange Box before that. On console, like shit, dude. Like what? And I was playing like Nintendo games before that, and then I finally got on here, and then I became kind of obsessed with it. I was like, dude, this shit is so cool. And I started learning about all the predecessors of this world, dude. And that's not what I need. It's time to... Oh, I had an axe. I had an axe right there. Fucking stupid. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole world on here, man. There's a whole world everywhere. There's a whole world surrounding us right now with a bunch of random people. A bunch of big story. You might think, like, it don't mean nothing. That's just like stuff that's happened. Like, especially if you live through it, that's just like, oh, that's something that just, it was of the time. But no, man, it's like, that's a whole story, dude. You're making history in your life right now. All that silly internet bullcrap that you partook in like 2002, that's history. That's a story. That's something that people look to and, oh wow, isn't that interesting? It's a beautiful thing. It's a lovely thing to think that, well, this silliness is an actual story. You know, Minecraft, the all this stuff, and the stuff I grew up watching. You know, I grew up watching this stuff, not actually partaking in it. And I finally get to partake in it. Now it's just a matter of me getting good and ranking up. You know, I think it's about time that I rank up in CS. But sadly, it's not going to be rank up to global. It's going to be 20k in Premiere, which is, I don't want to play Premiere. I'll play Face It. I think I'll start playing Face It. You know, I think something cool would be hitting awesome frags and awesome B-hops in Face It. You know, going against challenging opponents and still hitting those awesome kills. That's something that, well, this minute stuff, all this little cool stuff. It's real. It's some real stuff. Stupid that leet speak is genuine history. And putting X in your name is like the code in your brain. Like everybody did that. I saw like Xbox users do that, and I was like, oh, that's super cool. And I put in my name, my first username, that it will never reach the surface of humanity because it's a secret code for elite users only. I don't know. I think, yeah, man, you're living a story, bro. You live in a beautiful world. All this bull crap. People, you know, man, it's you shouldn't hold grudges against people like that under any circumstances. We can all be lovely, you know, all a bunch of lovely people. You just gotta let your loveliness show. I really should be burning these down.
From life activities. And they're gonna win. I hate to say it, but they're gonna win. It's not like we can do anything to stop it. The majority of people that play video games are playing NBA 2K 2025 and Madden and fucking FIFA. And they're playing the new Call of Duty. They're playing the new Assassin's Creed. They can't wait for the new Battlefield game that just got announced. Gamers are actively working towards killing us. It'll be over soon. Literally, HLE, the guy that does HLE said that he's going to stop publishing it to Windows because Windows has become so gamer fueled or company energy fueled that they're killing Windows in Windows 11. So the HLE guy's going to stop working on HLE in October of this year. And people just, it's not even that. It's like, why isn't somebody else taking over that? Because nobody gives a fuck. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody understands how to use that fucking equipment anymore. Nobody's smart enough. What are we doing? Where are we going? Is it all going to collapse by the time I'm alive, or is it going to happen after I'm alive? I think it has to happen while I'm alive. It's going to be very interesting to see when everything collapses. Why don't I take up that mantle? It's a lot of work. That would be the thing to do, though. There's so much things to be filled. So much gaps. And this all comes back to TikTok. That's very funny. Toucan, I talked a lot about you in the earlier parts of the stream. Funnily enough. But this all turns to TikTok. That's kind of funny. But it's all killing itself. It's all eating itself up. And it's not like I can do anything about it. It's not like you can do anything about it. It's not like us banding together could do anything about it. It's over. We've lost to the majority. As the minority, we've lost. And we'll never be. Even if we tried to be, even if the majority became a minority, and they agreed, which they do agree, but they don't. They don't want to, because it's so easy to agree with the majority, but it's so easy. we've already lost. The war that you want to fight, the war that you want to argue about, and you want to, the things you care about, right? The things that you stand for, the things that you want to see life be about, have already been lost 30 years ago. The things that you think life should be hard pressed to, we should all be cared, right? We should all love each other. We should all have tight knit communities, and we should all be together. You've already lost that war 30 years ago. Everyone's brainwashed, even me. I'm on my fucking rail, and I'm in my goo. And I'm forced onto the same track as everybody else. And I'm sitting in my fucking cubicle, waiting to be shot in the head. And my time is up. There's no winning. You lost. If you wanted to fight, the time to fight was 30 years ago. That's the best way I have to say it. 1990 was your time to fight. And we lost. Honestly, 1960 was your time to fight, and we lost that war. And as soon as we lost that war, if you look at the 80s, shit, we are fucked. The 80s told you everything you need to know. We're cooked. Cooked is what the kids would say. Fucked is what I would say. And do you know that? Of course you know that. We all know that. What do you do about it? Oh, I'm going to whine and complain. I'm going to shoot my shit. And I'm going to... Eventually it's all going to die. And it's all going to collapse. Once it all dies, everybody will notice. And then eventually, maybe not. Maybe it'll just continue on and you'll stay in your little pod, consume your goo, and then turn into goo mush and die out because fuck you. Or maybe it'll all collapse and it'll all turn into chaos and fucking fire. But either way, you're dead. And what's the point? Because you never got to live it. You had a 8-year gap to live it. What you wanted. Doesn't matter what you wanted. You had 8 years to live it. And that 8 years is fucking over because you were born too late or born too early. Now the time is fucking up. I didn't mean to rant like that.